Hey guys, Taro here. Welcome back to an episode of GT Online Racing, this time in the Elegy doing some more snow races because it's getting into the bulk of the snow races that I actually had recorded up now. And then on Crossing Pass, starting towards the back, more towards the middle this time. Thankfully this race is non-contact because it gives us the 30 players here in the snow. That wouldn't be a complete recipe for disaster. You get a pretty epic solid. Beside the top 10, although the Fast Garcia, the Prize, the Jesters and that. Actually, the Comet Safari, so actually the Comet Safari might not be a bad choice given the conditions that we're racing in. If you can come away with the top 10, I think that'll be an achievement for this race. The reason I chose the Elegy is because, well, it's got a good traction to smash a bin out of the way. The bin's lagging all over the place, but I chose the Elegy because it's got a good amount of traction and in the snowy conditions, I'm thinking that's actually going to help me quite a bit. Although the Jesters and that will still be faster in a straight line. No, actually, the Massacre that went straight into the corner, I don't know what they were doing. They must have some kind of like total brain fade or brake fade, or probably a bit of both. And my petrol station is a Jester that's run out wide. And again, a bit of momentum here out of the corners, of course. That Jester though is going to have the train on speed on us. And now it all just depends now on the curb boost, because well, though the Elegy is a much slower car, you see curb boost and we just blasted away straight past that Jester. Because curb boost just honestly reigns supreme. Like we're now under heavy braking a lot earlier. No, the car didn't even come off the ground. And running out one, going for the curb boost line, going for the full sweat line. He managed to make it well at that time. And they're coming now around the final corner, the Jester they're diving back with. Actually, I think that's a different Jester, so the Jester's just all over the place now. It's going now onto the second lap of the race. So now actually the race has gone contact. That's going to be interesting to make over. There's a bit of a crash away from the Jester into the pole, which had been absolutely destroyed there by a fellow Jester, so it's a bit of civil war there between the same cars. Now we've got another Jester behind us. There's Jesters absolutely everywhere. I think every car in this race must be a Jester at this point. Okay, side by side, the Jester's forces wide and almost caused a crash there, and actually they run straight wide into a fence. So Karma for them, but what were they doing? Just coming straight over. I mean, they can go for the coastline if they want to, but they weren't even committed to it. They just decided to come over and try and swipe me out of the race. But either way, though, we're into the podium places, so I'm not going to complain about that. And we've got a lap and a half now to try and catch up to the two close runners. Of course, now since this race is contact, the crossover section now just got quite a bit more treacherous. Because you could have another 23 cars coming in the other way and just smash you into oblivion. Now we know to this breaking point now, we can get it right once again, we get nice and early on the brakes once again, the car not coming off the ground, the car actually, well I thought they got it wrong, there's a bit of a lag though. Let's take it out of pole, so we have to go for the hot lap line just in case anyway. Now around the final corner, starting out the final lap, race footage cuts a little bit, but we're still in P3. So we didn't actually really miss anything there out of that, but now into the first braking zone of the lap. We're definitely catching up to that Jester, runs out a bit wide. Actually there's a bit of lag once again, so I don't really know where they are on the road. And I'm catching up to them, as you can see, but if I were to overtake them, that could be fairly scary, because I don't know where they are on the road. Because half the time they're one place, and then when it comes to a corner, lag's always worse around corners. And coming over the German now, trying to get his brakes right once again. Actually they're still out wide into a house. Actually no they haven't, because that was just lag once again, like I'm saying, around the corners. Lag is just horrific. And then into the petrol station chicane. The hairpin and get it right that time as well, but still catching up with so much more speed though than that Jester in front of us. I think now we're running this time with so close there again, then we actually getting white out. So honestly I was hoping that they could have got white out there, because I don't want to try and have to overtake that Jester up in front of us if they make a mistake. And they're coming up now into the braking zone for the final time now with the bridge braking, getting nice line once again. They're getting a little bit slower once again, just going for the curvy line, just trying to find any pace that we can to try and catch them. We could now around the final corner. They take a very short line, but they're just about going to keep it. And third place, given where we started and given how the race ended, I think that's a pretty good result. But now then, onto the main race of the video, once again in the Elegy, because I didn't fancy using the Felter, because the Felter is fairly slidey in the best of conditions anyway, and these are definitely not the best of conditions. And starting pretty much near the back once again, got two cars behind us if the countdown ever wants to come on, which thankfully now it does. I'm seeing there are a lot of pariahs, so we know he's going to be faster in a straight line. They're going for the curves over here, just trying to gain a bit of time here at the start, because you've got to try and do something to counteract those pariahs, and any time that you gain now could prove critical later in the race. We made it one place though, because we started in 13th and now we're in 12th. Now in the first braking zone now for his first left-hander. Yeah, pretty nice line out there, again sliding, just take out pole, and thankfully just managed to bounce off it in a correct line. I was very lucky there, we actually got away then. If we're braking now, we've gone straight on there, we completely overshot the braking zone actually. Can we get through here? Yes we can, that was so lucky there. We can actually manage to find a way there through the petrol station. Thankfully though, that petrol station was actually designed like it was, where you can just find a line there to actually get through it. And we've actually gained places out of that as well. We've gained about 6 places out of that now into 6th place as well. So we've got the prize here, this is where the prize is, we can fly that past us, even though the prize is pretty much like the Wagners and that. will spin up a lot the wheels in first gear, but if you can get them working, then it's going to be the best car to use still. And we missed the apex there by about 5 postcodes, but still though, in this battle now, actually open to P5. So actually mentioned gameplay how that running RB1 once again, just getting a bit too late on the brakes because the LG doesn't have the best brakes in the world anyway. Take a horrible line of chicane. There's a Felter in front of us, and honestly, I want to beat that Felter because I could have chosen Felter for this race. I thought about it, and then they ran a bit wide. They smashed themselves into a tree. That's just showing why I didn't choose the Felter. Because now we're into the podium places. Although that's not going to last much longer because there's a Pariah, I think, getting up behind us now, who's using all the covers, and there goes Pariah. Actually, it took it to the brace lane to catch us. Ring a bit wide and run over a pedestrian. Pedestrian shouldn't have been there, so that wasn't my fault. I'm not taking blame for that. They shouldn't have been there. It's a non-contact race with traffic off, so if they wanted to be there and get run over, then that's up to them. So the top tier first, the Comet SR is pretty much like an LG, but with more traction, so that should be a very good car on. And the car in the lead, I think, is also another LG, so there's going to be absolutely no advantage there. Actually, they go. Where are they going? Okay, that's an interesting Kirby's line over there. Almost took it on Paul coming back onto the track, so it's definitely a fairly risky line actually, but you can gain a lot of time out of it though if you actually end up getting it to work. Want to break it for the left-hander. You get that much better actually. The leader makes a mistake, it's a tyre bundles. There we go now into second place. Got this Comet SR now leading the race, once again late on the brakes, trying to find a way up the side of this Comet, which we do. And then coming now through the chicanes now. You take the lead of the race, I'm getting a bit aside though if you can't throw it all the way now. We've still got another lap of the race left to go. So it's a three-way fight now for the lead. And lap 3, and what? We actually set a personal best lap in the snow. Nice joke, Rockstar. How have I done that? How have I gone fastest in the snow? I've done this race loads of times before. But if this wants to be my fastest lap, then if Rockstar will just want to give me a bit more confidence on this final lap to try and win this race, then I'm all for it. We've still got this energy though all over the back of us. Don't know which one it is. I'm seeing the S Pro badge on the front of that car, so I get a feeling whoever is behind me is going to be really, really sweaty. So and I'm going to work it out for them. And now then, is that energy going to go for the interesting lines once again? Yes, it is. And have they made it work? It looks like they have, because here they come now. This is the advantage that you gain with going with car boost, but I don't want to risk it out. I don't want to throw away possible win. They're close to landing clean now. Into the break for his left-hander. We missed the corner once again. That gives that energy for him a little bit of breathing space. Actually, it's next left-hander once again. He managed to make a line there okay. Now coming through this like mini chicane thing. Now the final corner, turn the corner, now coming down around the final corner, go through now into the final corner, it's been or win. Going on the finish line, go for the Cobras line, it's going to be side by side with the finish line. And actually, I don't know who's just won the race. That was, I think, one of the closest finishes I think I've ever had in any video I've done. And we take the victory! By how close is that? That is very close by that. 2,000th of a second we win by. If our finish line was just like a centimetre further back, we would not have won that race. But we just steal the win from Ludgerman, and in third place goes to Ultra Blue in the Comet SR. And the lead Pariah is only down in 7th place, so the Pariah is really not the way to choose in this day. Can I get snow more often? Because then we can actually win in legitimate cars that are actually sports cars and not supercars in disguise. Either way, this person in last place is not having the best of tyre scores in the Pariah. Spinning up the wheels there, which is the reason why, even if I had a Pariah, I wouldn't be using it right now anyway. Still though, that's a DNF for them, but it's first place for us. Honestly, a well-deserved first place, all things considered, and since this race was recorded last year, I've won a snow race now every single year that there's been snow in GTA Online. So remember to leave a like if you enjoyed me winning this race by the smallest margin I think possible. Remember to comment down below, subscribe if you're new, hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any future videos. Remember to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. They'll be linked down in the description below. So thanks for watching. I'll see you all next time.